I've been watching the ice industry for 11 years. I wanted to get into the ice industry, but it was too expensive. We started looking into it, found Everest, bought one machine, which turned into three, which has turned into six. Do you have to be in a big metropolitan, which isn't true. You can make small towns work. It's just a different model. Invest into the business. If you invest into the business, then the business will invest back into you. And don't give up. My name's John Barndt and my business is Ice Hunters. Currently I have 6 machines, 3 in Colorado, 1 in Kansas, and 2 in Texas.
How has Everest helped you start and expand your business since originally purchasing a machine?
They help with expertise, like if you have questions. A lot of times it's just a matter of understanding different logistics. So Everest has been really helpful in the franchising, and they're very supportive in that growth plan that we have.
How has Everest helped you out to be successful?
There's people there to call. So if you need help and support, you can call different folks. If you need help in marketing, there's people you can call.
Is there anything or anyone that has helped?
Yeah, so Brian, Tony, Amber, there's a lot of different people that you can call, and they're all helpful in their own way.
How has your location helped you?
Different locations have different strategies and they help each other. So I think the biggest thing is having multiple machines has allowed the machine to have a bad day or a bad month, and other machines will pick it up. Colorado is a different market. It's very new. Ice vending is very new. We're one of the first in Colorado, and showing people how the machines work, but also from a business strategy of, do small towns work? Do you have to be in a big metropolitan, which isn't true. You can make small towns work. It's just a different model.
How did you decide on choosing a location out of your area?
So I went to Colorado on a hunting trip with a friend of mine. While we were up there, couldn't buy any ice. Decided to get a machine and service a town that we had to go to 3 different gas stations to get enough ice. And so that's how it all kind of started. I've been watching the ice industry for 11 years. I wanted to get into the ice industry, but it was too expensive. He said, hey, let's get an ice machine. We started looking into it, found Everest, bought one machine, which turned into 3, which has turned into 6.
How do you feel about your machine being so far out?
Yeah, as long as they're people you can trust, or you can work it into your lease if you're leasing from somewhere. That's why we're franchising, to help with that challenge as well. We have different people in place to help us when we need it, but we also travel. And you can do most everything remotely, other than put bags in the machine.
What do you do to advertise your machine?
So we have Facebook, Instagram, a website, have a hired marketing company. We're creating branding, and since we're franchising, it's a little different now, but we have all kinds of different data and pamphlets and handouts. One of the big things is when we put new machines in, we do small grand openings of some sort. And so marketing plays a big role in that.
What do you make of the term, you have to spend money to make money?
Yeah, you have to. If you don't spend any money on marketing, you're not going to get the traffic you need. And in the beginning, the machines aren't just plug and play. They're a business, and you have to treat them as such. And so things are going to sometimes be a slower ramp up than you expect, like any other business.
What are your thoughts on the machine being a business?
Every single machine is its own miniature business. Drum up traffic, you have to pick the right location. You obviously have to spend money to get the machine. You have to spend money on marketing. Once you get the customers, you're going to keep them if you're doing things properly, but it is a small business.
What are your thoughts on it's going to take a while to make money?
Yeah, any business isn't plug and play, right? You don't just start making money right away. You have to invest into the business. If you invest into the business, then the business will invest back into you. That time frame is different for everybody and everything. So every location you look at, every town, every city, each return is going to be different based on what you put in it and what your time frames are. Not every business is profitable minute one, so you have to put some effort into it, and each machine takes its own amount of effort. And so as you get more machines, you have to understand that each one is going to take its own course.
How did you get into franchising your own machines?
People start to notice our machines and start calling, asking us how they could get a machine. What we ended up deciding to do is to look at franchising in order to be able to be a turnkey solution for people when they don't have all the answers or they're a little bit nervous but want a secondary income, either for their current business or as individuals. We're able to help them through the process and make things more streamlined, understanding what it's going to take financially to get the site ready, to managing the point of sale, and to doing the maintenance. So some people aren't comfortable having to do filter changes themselves or even hooking the machines up. And so that's what we're doing, is we're offering people a turnkey solution.
How do you prep your sites?
So we do a lot of Google Earth first, and then once we understand the layout, we go to the site, look at different things of the building structure, of where power is, where water is, based off my construction background, make a decision on what the best way to install the machine for the lowest cost.
What are some other pitfalls or advice that new customers should be aware of?
Understand that it is a small business and that it can take time. And so put time into marketing, put time into the business. Don't give up. One good thing about these machines is if it's not a great location, it's not doing what you want it to do, you can move them. And so we've had to do that. We had to do that in Colorado. Location wasn't working out exactly how we wanted it to. So we moved the machine to a new location and worked out really well.
How has being an Everest owner helped you reach your financial goals?
Well, I'm starting a franchise, which I never thought in a million years would kind of be the path, but that's kind of where it started, and went to Everest to talk to them about becoming a franchise, and Everest was in full support of it. They've been really supportive and helpful in the process.
How do you handle the ebb and flow of the year?
Well, don't take any money out of the business at first. Number one, plan for operating capital when you buy the machine. It's just not the cost of the machine. Make sure that wherever you're putting your machine, you understand the seasons and you write your pro formas as such. If it's going to be a 6-month year, account for a 6-month year. If it's a 12-month year, account for a 12-month year. And if you do that, you won't let yourself down.
How do you scale and not burn yourself out or overextending yourself?
Be smart, be strategic, go with your time, and then if you feel like you're going too far, maybe you need to take a step back.
Would you buy another Everest machine?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to buy several.